Taylor would. I'd put him above Bo Jackson. All right, more phone calls coming up. I mentioned this a couple of days ago, and I had a friend, a Hollywood friend. I love saying that. I only have one Hollywood friend. So he says, hey, you know who taught Brad Pitt how to fly fish? In that movie, A River Runs Through It. He was listening on the show, and I said, who? And he goes, Melissa Etheridge did at her swimming pool. And I went, what? So I mentioned it on the air, and then all of a sudden I start to see tweets where people are reaching out to Melissa Etheridge to see if she'll come on the program. And I'm thinking, Melissa Etheridge has got better things to do to come on this program. And lo and behold, Fritzy reaches out, and Melissa Etheridge, the singer-songwriter, guitarist, joining us on the program. Good morning, Melissa. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Dan. First time, long time.
Okay. When did you start to hear about this, that we were talking about this, and how did it get to you?
I just heard it a couple days ago. It was a tweet from a guy. He was really, hey, I heard you taught Brad Pitt how to fly fish. Is this true? Go Chiefs, you know. So
Okay, explain that to me, because Brad Pitt he had to audition for A River Runs Through It, correct?
Yeah, this was back. This was one of his first movies after Thelma and Louise.
Okay.
And there was a bunch of us, sort of Midwestern Hollywood wannabes, trying to make it, and he knew that I love to fish. I was born and raised in Kansas. My father was a sporting guy. He was a basketball coach, high school basketball coach, and just a real sporting guy. And he taught me how to fish very young, and it's just been a big part of my life. And he knew that I knew how to fish and fly fish, and so he said, look, I have to audition for this movie, A River Runs Through It. And I said, well, come over and I'll show you. I just showed him how to cast, just to where he could look like he knew how to fly fish. And then, of course, for the movie, the big professionals came in and taught him how to do everything. But this was just in the beginning, and we were, in Hollywood fly fishing in my
swimming pool.
Yeah.
But he wasn't famous at the time. But he's from Missouri, though, Melissa. Didn't he know how to fish growing up?
It depends on the family. Not all of us knew. My father was, deep Missouri, born and raised, kind of poor, and they fished to live. So, it's different.
But okay, so then you see the movie, and what do you think when you see Brad Pitt? Did you get credit at all?
No. No, I didn't get credit. No, I didn't want credit. It was just I was helping a buddy out,
Yeah, but Brad didn't say, you know what, I never could have done this without Melissa Etheridge.
Well, because he could have. He didn't. I did not make that big a difference.
I love the fact that you invite him to your pool. Do you have neighbors who could have seen this, or...
No, this was up in the Hollywood Hills, and it was just a fun thing. He had been a friend when we were younger. He was good friends. We used to watch Chiefs games together. He's a big Chiefs fan too. And when did you become a diehard Chiefs fan? Oh, 1970, the Super Bowl. When the only time that we won the Super Bowl, and. It was just I was, 8 years old, and I remember it so well, that whole season, how excited my family was and the whole town. It was just once you get that in your blood, you're just, you stay. You're there. Could you write a song about Patrick Mahomes? Yes, I could. I wrote a song about Alex Smith a couple years ago because he was doing good. But, man, the feeling... Wait, what was the song about with Alex Smith? Oh, it was on Good Morning Football. It was just Alex Smith, I love you, and that even though he would never throw all the way down the field, he's still my kind of quarterback. But then Patrick Mahomes come along, and they know how we are as fans. We're all in love again. How about the Ballad of the Big Arm? Man, he's just. I think all of us in Kansas City are just kind of agape. Our mouths are dropped open, and every game we're like, oh my God, when is this feeling going to stop? But it doesn't stop. There's always a possibility. We used to get whooped by Peyton Manning and John Elway, and just always and that Tom Brady guy in every playoff, and we never had that quarterback that could just create a magic play, and I think we do now, and it just feels crazy. We've never felt this way. Have you done the anthem in Kansas City? I did it last year. I did it during it was the Steelers game where then they lost. We were undefeated, 5-0, and then we played the Steelers game and we lost 5 in a row. I blame myself, you know.
But then you also go to Lambeau, and you did the anthem at Lambeau?
Yes, well, you know, I'm married, and my wife is a diehard Packers fan. And, you know, happy wife, happy life. So I took her to Lambeau. I took her about 3 years ago and met all the folks, really beautiful folks. Lambeau's now, I heard you say, I'm not saying Lambeau itself is yummy because, you know, it's a little old and it's got some beer and bratwurst and, you know, but the people there,
okay.
It is amazing. The whole feeling of football and how that city holds their team and the responsibility. It makes me, you know, my father passed away, so I really miss my father. And when I go and feel that sort of football feeling that they have there and the reverence, it reminds me of him. So it's yummy to me.
I needed to get the full context of your quote, and then one of my guys read it to me, and I said, "Oh, I thought she was saying Lambeau was yummy," and I thought maybe you're talking about the brats and, you know, the whole tailgating experience. No.
I was going to sing you a Meat Friday song, but I'm a vegetarian, so it's just not, you know, smoking the tofu is just not going to be a good song. I'm sorry.
Now, I had Will Ferrell record a song for me. It's called Stat of the Day. Now,
oh yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna play it for you, and if it's something hits you and you feel like maybe you want to do a stat of the day for us, this is how Will Ferrell sounded when he did it. Stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day. Here comes that what? Stat of the day. What do you think?
Oh, well, you know, Will Ferrell is fine. And he's, you know...
Oh, you got your guitar. Oh, I can hear it. All righty. I love it.
All right. I'm going to have to put you on speakerphone now. Hold on.
Here we go. Let me give a formal introduction here.
Okay.
All right, here you go. Grammy, Oscar-winning singer, songwriter, 25th anniversary of her iconic Yes I Am album. Chiefs fan, thinks Lambeau is yummy, and here to offer us a stat of the day is the great Melissa Etheridge.
Stat of the day, yeah, yeah. Stat of the day. Here comes the stat of the day.
Yeah! Oh, I love you. That's awesome.
That's so great.
That's awesome. How often do you just pick up the guitar, like on a daily basis? Every day?
Well, I've done it since I was about 8, so I've just done it a lot.
But every day you pick it up?
Well, I wouldn't say every day. There's days I don't pick it up, but most days.
Days you hate it?
No, I never hate it. I love it.
Yeah, I was just curious about that. Where you look at it, and I don't think I'm wired to play guitar.
No, you're wired to think sports, and you do it every day, right?
Yeah, but I want to play guitar. Can't I do both?
Well, I want to play sports.
Why is it that, you know, you get musicians who want to be athletes or actors, and, you know, it's always everybody wants to be something other than what they are?
Yeah, well, we all have an appreciation for people that can do, you know, fun, amazing stuff.
I'd love to, you know, if you need, like, somebody to sing for you, I'd be more than happy to help you, like a background vocal. You know.
Careful now, I play New York all the time.
Whoa. Yeah, you don't. I don't care how often you play New York. You don't want me singing background for you. Yeah. Now, were you on tour with Blondie and Joan Jett?
Yeah, a couple years ago. Really fun. I did a show with both of them. It was just great. I mean, you know, it's funny. I think the atmosphere is changing now. It used to be you could only have one woman, like, on the radio at a time, or one woman in a concert lineup. But nowadays, people are getting a little braver and seeing that women headlining doesn't turn men away. So they like rock and roll.
But Joan Jett has always been one of my favorites. I think
yeah, she's badass.
Joni never compromised. That's who she is, and take it or leave it. And, you know, I love that. But that's the way you've been too, and even Deborah Harry with Blondie. So.
Well,
that's
the rock and roll feeling. It's like, hey, I know, you know, I don't fit your norms, but come on, rock to this. Let's move.
So I know you're up here, I think, in November. in this area?
Yeah. Coming back doing my holiday tour.
What's that encompass?
What's that? That's all the hits and all the fun with some holiday songs put in there. I put out a holiday album a few years ago, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for being a good sport. We appreciate you. You crushed the song, and good luck to your Chiefs, and good luck to your wife's Packers as well. And thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you so much. I hope to come by and see you in person sometime.
That sounds great. I appreciate that. Thank you, Melissa.
Thanks, guys.
That's Melissa Etheridge. Of course.
That was so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all.